Ayo, what is going on, viewers of the tube? If you're wondering where you're at in the tubeverse, my name is Tyler, and this is the crypto channel that once Bitcoin hits 20K and I get to cut my hair, I pray I don't look like Shaq Daddy.
And all I want to talk about is big fella. One, ascot looks amazing.
Thank you.
But
Two,
I noticed something a little different.
Let's just get it out the way, America. I had a bet against one of my good friends, D-Wade, Milwaukee versus the Heat. I said Milwaukee was going to win by 20 and the Heat won. And I said, well, what do you want me to do, pay you? He said, nah, you got to let your hairline grow out. We want to see your hairline looking like Kenny Smith.
You know how we recede. It's time for Chico Crypto. Well, what an interesting day in the markets yesterday. BTC looked like it was heading down like Charlie Brown, deflating throughout the second half of February. And then in the first days of March, the price got under 8,500, and everyone was kinda freaking out, man.
I'm freaking out, man. You are freaking out, man.
YouTubers calling for a breakdown.
It would be possible for Bitcoin to potentially come down to these levels, you know, come back up, bounce around here for a little bit, almost around the $8,000 level, right? If we fall straight down, yes, we could go down to 7,500. That's if we fall straight down.
Yeah, that 7.5K level was a CME gap, which other Shaq tubers were calling for too.
And in this video, I want to take a look at the next gap that was not filled, down at $7,685.
and the exact level for the Bitcoin price in here, the gap that has to get filled, is exactly at $7,675 US.
Notice how their videos and how they spoke was oh so similar? Well, we here at Chico didn't start doing some bearish TA, we stuck to our guns and held that we were going to turn bullish with 10K in the sights once again. Because CME gaps are all over, and there was actually one above too at 10,225. Shoot, there is even one at the nearly $12,000 level, or an even extremely bearish one below 7.6K at the 6K levels. Does that make you fearful?
You smell something, Rabbit? Fear.
But Bitcoin has rebounded off that 8.5K level, and now 9K resistance has been broke, which is great for altcoins, of which the title of my video is my portfolio broken down once again, the top coins I am holding in my portfolio, which has changed significantly since the last time I did a breakdown in November of last year. The last time my portfolio looked like this. Number 1, Chainlink with 36%. Number 2, Bitcoin with 28%. Number 3, Ethereum with 9%. Number 4, iExec RLC with 7%. Number 5, Xerox Protocol with 6%. Number 6, MakerDAO with 5%. Number 7, Elastos with 3%. Number 8, Ren with 2%. Number 9, Stellar with 1%. And finally, number 10, the last 3% of my portfolio was a basket of altcoins, mostly DeFi related. So what has changed? Is Chainlink still my number 1 hold, or did I sell some recently, especially with the recent pump smashing through its old all-time high once again? Well, old Wolfie explains my thoughts well.
You know what? I'm not leaving. I'm not leaving. I'm not fucking leaving!
Yep, Chainlink is still my number 1 hold, and it makes up 49% of my portfolio now. Why? Well, the recent price run, and I haven't sold a single one. Since November, Chainlink went from under $2.80 to, as of yesterday, above $4.80, an over 72% increase in under 4 months. This run has been warranted too. They got announced as a major player in the baseline protocol. They should change that to the baseline protocol because Sergey, Chico, and Link are based as Freak. But there's something I need to talk about with this old stanky lank. Staking. When is staking coming, huh? A lot of people in crypto and even a majority of Link holders think Link is just an ERC20 token, but in actuality it is an ERC677 token that inherits functionality from the ERC20 token standard. And this ERC677 allows token transfers to contain a data payload, like for paying node operators for retrieving the data, and also deposits by node operators required by contract creators. This is called the penalty and deposit staking contract, and with its launch, it could make Link go up another leg, as staking with Link is unlike any other staking in crypto. So what is the status? Well, if you are not keeping track of the Chainlink Pivotal Tracker, I highly recommend it. It's in the description. This is all the work that is being done on the Chainlink code, and is going to be done. So if we want to know what is going on with staking, we need to go to the service agreement. As we can see, green means accepted to the service agreement, and many things are completed, including oracles can deposit funds into the coordinator, completed in October of last year. But the blue ones are the icebox, meaning they aren't scheduled to be worked on. So staking, it still has some time. Now, moving on to my number 2 hodl. Is it still Bitcoin, or did Ethereum make a move and overtake it for the number 2 spot? Well, not yet. BTC is still my number 2 hodl, with 15% of my portfolio in BTC. So why has BTC dropped in percentage points compared with last time? Well, pulling out the BTC price chart, since the last time, the price is pretty much the same. Alts in my portfolio gained since November, while BTC stayed stagnant, dropping it down in percentage points. And that takes us to my number 3 coin, Ethereum, which now makes up 13% of my portfolio. And Ethereum gaining these percentage points is largely due to the surge since November, going from $182 to, as of yesterday, about $232, a nearly 25% increase in 4 months. Why has Ether pushed up and not Bitcoin? 2 words, decentralized finance, which can be squished into 1 word, DeFi, which has led to the surge, and Ethereum is officially striking back. Now, here's where the changes begin. Last time, because of the surge, iExec RLC was number 4, but not anymore, as a stellar call of mine pushed up even a small investment way up into my portfolio. That coin is Unibright, and it now makes up 6% of my portfolio. I found UBT in mid-January at just 2 pennies, and since it has surged, reaching a peak of 30 cents, but has come back down to 24 cents. Still a 1,100% increase in 2 months. Am I selling? Nope, as they are highly involved with Chainlink and are becoming based through Baseline. But they are not there yet, as they still sniff data trash's bungholio. Did you know data trash almost led these guys down a path to partnering with Shaq NIM instead of focusing on Ethereum? D-Trash is so 2017. Come on guys, you gonna call Superman next? Sorry UBT, I'm honest, and that part sucks about your project. But now, number 5, what coin could that be? Is it DeFi related? Xerox Protocol, iExec? Nope, it's actually Kyber Network. That now makes up 4% of my portfolio. So I made my first initial investment in Kyber after I posted this top 2 altcoin video in September of last year. Well, from September to November, the price stayed stagnant. But since then, boom baby boom, going from 18 cents to just over 75 cents, and over 316% gain since. What has happened? Well, Kyber was undervalued for one as a liquidity aggregator and DeFi layer, but they announced something 2 months ago called Catalyst, a protocol upgrade and a brand new token model, where KNC holders can stake to govern the Kyber DAO and receive rewards for their contributions. So with the surge of Link, Unibright, Kyber, and more, this brought coins that didn't move or lost value down in my portfolio. My number 6 hold now is iExec RLC, and it makes up 3% of my portfolio today. iExec since the last vid in November has dropped actually. It had a major surge in November and on that day was about 70 cents. Yesterday it was just about 62 cents, a drop of over 11%. But iExec is a coin I am holding on to tight, as just like Chainlink and Unibright, they're involved with the EA in specific working groups, their work related to the off-chain trusted compute. So you had iExec development lead of the Trusted Execution Environment, TEE, Li Zhang, presenting alongside Microsoft and Intel how the TEE can be used in setting up hardware environments for tokens. Now, my number 7 coin, it has actually moved up in price since the last video, and that has moved it up in percentage points and ranking, tying it with RLC. Number 7 is REN, which makes up 3% of my portfolio. REN pushed up, going from 57 cents last video to 70 cents as of yesterday, a nearly 23% gain. And you know what is coming very, very soon? The REN VM, which will bring any asset to Ethereum DeFi in a trustless way, including the big one for liquidity, Bitcoin. And REN just had a chat with DeFi Pulse, and this is what they said about the future. REN VM mainnet is right around the corner, so we are working hard to bring it to fruition. Well, team, I'm licking my chops. The number 8 coin in my portfolio is one I'm thinking about making a bigger move into, as this stablecoin is becoming a DeFi-based tool and will only get more valuable with the growth of DeFi. That coin is MakerDAO, and it now makes up 2% of my portfolio. So Maker has lost 3 percentage points since last time, and that is mostly due to the decline, as it has gone from $641 November 11th to $551 as of yesterday, a 14% loss. But why such a steep decline? Well, it doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me either, and the markets can be crazy sometimes, as they don't see the initial value in MakerDAO tokens, as all it gives you is just a say in the governance of the protocol. Well, governance in possibly the next dollar is a very valuable thing. A16Z, the power venture firm, they saw the value and invested $15 million, securing 6% of the total Maker supply, which A16Z has been utilizing to vote on the future of the protocol. But another reason is the Maker burn rate. Yes, for the more DAI that is created, used, and circulated through CDPs, the fees are paid in Maker tokens, and those fees get burned. As we can see, nearly 13,000 tokens have been burned so far, an annual burn rate of just over 1%. And switching to the burn chart, as we can see, since the growth of DeFi, the burn rate is starting to move parabolically as expected. Now, my number 9 coin, which also has taken a slight beating lately, moving it down in percentage points and ranking, is the ZeroX protocol, who now only makes up 1% of my portfolio. ZeroX went from about 31 cents to nearly 28 cents as of yesterday, in that span of time, losing nearly 10% of its value. Does this scare me? Nope, I'm still holding my ZeroX investment, because if you go to ZeroX Tracker, they were struggling to find volume with V2 of the protocol, but since the launch of V3, volume has been moving up very nicely throughout 2020, and they launched their staking, and it has been a thorough success, with some people saying it's one of the most friendly in the industry. And that leaves 4% of my portfolio left, with a basket of altcoins I am still holding on to. Elastos has fallen out of the top 10, but I'm still holding mine. RSR is almost breaking into the top 10 with its recent surge, and also Tezos. I only had a small stack, but its recent crazy surge is almost breaking it into the top 10. Also Synthetics, I put a small investment, but it is getting crushed lately, so no top 10. Other coins in this 4%, Decentraland, Cosmos, Digibyte, Monero, Theta, Augur, and more. Cheers, viewers. I'll see you next time.